Tonight we report on why the city of Moses Lake has decided to close the Larson Recreation Center, and the Quincy Valley Medical Center looks to join negotiations with Grant County and Live Nation over the Gorge Amphitheater. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Number 2 ranked Ephrata shuts out Quincy on the pitch, and Moses Lake Soccer pushes its win streak to 7 games. Will there be rain in the Columbia Basin tonight? Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. Rain still across the area. Conditions improve overnight tonight across our immediate region. I'll tell you how long that will last in just a few moments.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
Police arrested 2 men for vehicle prowling after a man reportedly provided his real name when he bought items with a stolen credit card. Prosecutors charged Ryan Vinson, a 22-year-old Moses Lake man, and Joshua Brown, a 23-year-old Moses Lake man, in connection with 4 vehicle prowls on October 5th. Vinson and Brown reportedly stole a wallet containing a credit card from one of the vehicles. He allegedly used the credit card at an auto parts store. As part of the purchase, Vincent allegedly gave the store his customer loyalty card to get a discount. The information included with the loyalty card had Vincent's name and a description of his vehicle. The victim reported to police the card was used at the auto parts store. Vincent and Brown were arrested later after a short chase near Samaritan Healthcare. The city of Moses Lake is closing the Larson Recreation Center and canceling the museum's holiday show. The City Council made the decision Tuesday night following an executive session to discuss labor relations. The item wasn't included on the agenda and the public wasn't informed the council would make a decision following the executive session. City Manager Joe Gavinsky said an exact date for the closing of the recreation center hasn't been decided. The decision includes closing the ice rink, the building, and the BMX track. Officials expect the city will save $125,000 between 2014 and 2015 by closing the center. Gavinsky said he doesn't expect REC Silicon to pay its roughly $7.5 million property tax bill from 2013. City officials expected to receive $1.2 million in revenue from the payment. The company has until Friday to pay the bill, following a decision by the State Board of Tax Appeals. REC has appealed the board's decision to the Thurston County Superior Court. The money would cover the $1.3 million the city isn't receiving in property tax from 2014, following a decision by the Grant County Board of Equalization to lower the company's property value. City officials expect REC will continue to challenge its property tax value next year and plan to receive less money. The city is planning for a $1.8 million budget deficit next year. The City Council plans to have a special meeting on November 4th to discuss the budget. Quincy Valley Medical Center officials want to be part of the negotiations between Grant County and Live Nation. Hospital Administrator Mehdi Merid stated in emails with Grant County Commissioner Cindy Carter that he wants the hospital included in the county's agreement with the company for the Gorge Amphitheater. Part of the agreement includes a section on the organizations the company agrees to negotiate with, including the Washington State Patrol, Grant County Fire District 3, and Grant PUD. Hospital officials argue the concert venue cost the hospital roughly $400,000 in unpaid medical bills in 2013. The hospital district presently owes Grant County about $4 million, and hospital officials blame a portion of the debt on costs caused by the amphitheater. A man served 12 days in jail after he allegedly threatened his sister-in-law because he thought she put a curse on him. Rodolfo Ramirez, a 56-year-old Moses Lake man, entered a plea in Grant County Superior Court to harassment. Grant County Superior Court Judge John Nodell followed the prosecutors and defense attorney's recommendation and sentenced Ramirez under a first-time offender waiver. Ramirez reportedly threatened his sister-in-law with a knife in her Moses Lake residence and accused her of cursing him. When he approached the victim, she kicked him in the groin and he fled the home. The woman's sons allegedly attacked Ramirez later in the night. Abraham Rodriguez Jr., a 33-year-old Moses Lake man, and Juan Rodriguez, a 36-year-old Moses Lake man, remain charged in Grant County Superior Court with assault in the first degree. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Angus Lee, the Grant County prosecutor, and I've spent my entire adult life committed to public service. As a younger man, I fought for our country in the United States Marines, and I was awarded the Combat Action Ribbon and the Purple Heart. For nearly a decade now, I've been fighting criminals here in Grant County. My trial record speaks for itself. I have convictions in over 90% of my jury trials, and I've personally prosecuted the most serious cases, and I've won.
Angus Lee, the proven crime fighter.
I'm Angus Lee, and I approve this message.
I'm Daryl Pheasant. I've been your treasurer for 28 years. I take my oath seriously, following the laws consistently and fairly. This complex job depends on experience. Experience to run a $200 million public investment pool. Experience working with state agencies, banks, attorneys, title companies. Experience to know the law and be able to explain it. With reduced staffing, we need a working treasurer. Let me continue working hard for you. Public service, experience, leadership that is unmatched. Vote Daryl Pheasant for County Treasurer.
Good to be with you, everybody. I'm Ceci Gutierrez with your local weather report from the One News Weather Center, and it is brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Let's begin with a quick look at your headlines across the area. Drier weather arriving overnight tonight into this Thursday. Fine weather hanging in there, but unfortunately more showers by this Friday and possibly Friday night into early morning hours by Saturday. Warmer temperatures return for the weekend, and overall the weekend looking pretty nice. Temperatures topped out around 62 in Ephrata, around 63 in Moses Lake, with the sunset across Moses Lake at 6:10 this evening with a slight accumulation of precipitation. Temperatures right outside your door around 60 with gray skies, and the wind out of the southwest at around 17 miles per hour. Gray skies, and this is due to the storm system impacting much of the region. Inland northwest also feeling or under all of this unsettled scenario. Heaviest rainfall expected to continue along the Idaho Panhandle, western portions of Montana, with pockets of heavy rain. Conditions improving overnight tonight, and we also notice some clearing across the immediate region overnight into this Thursday. Increasing cloud cover once again by late Thursday, and this is in anticipation of that next storm system promising to bring some showers across the immediate area. Although moving across our immediate region, quiet, pretty weak. We'll be bringing some scattered showers, possibly even into Saturday morning. Here's a quick look at what we can expect this Thursday afternoon across the entire area, with some cloud cover across the region, and these temperatures around the mid to upper 60s. Vancouver with gray skies, chance for showers, and across our region over Pend Oreille, Spokane, and the Tri-Cities area, these temperatures in the mid to lower 60s. Zooming in a bit closer across the basin for this Thursday afternoon, some cloud cover, but that dry air mass will still be hanging in there with readings in the mid to lower 60s. Wilson Creek and also Moses Lake around 64 to 65 respectively. During the next few days, there's that chance for showers as we head into Friday, wrapping up this work week with temperatures a few degrees above normal, quite mild for the weekend, approximately 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of the year. with some cloud cover clearing up a bit more as we head into the Sunday. Good to be with you, everybody. Keep that umbrella handy for Friday. This segment brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. We'll be right back with sports.
What does it take to be the most fuel-efficient, full-line automotive manufacturer? Fuel-efficient vehicles, of course. And at Toyota, we've got them. From Camry and Camry Hybrid to Corolla, the best-selling car in the world, all the way to our Prius family, delivering up to 53 mpg. The great news is right now you can take advantage of financing as low as 0% or cash back savings of up to $1,000, all while enjoying excellent fuel economy. For full details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Garth Dano. I'm asking for your vote for Grant County Prosecutor and have practiced law here with my family for 34 years. I care about this county and the people who live and raise their families here. I'm committed to improving our justice system in Grant County so we can all be proud of it. I will hold serious offenders accountable and will work with all our police officers to protect the public. Currently, it takes 3 to 4 years to have a civil trial heard in our courts. I am committed to working with the judges to solve this unnecessary delay. Please vote for me in the upcoming general election. I am Garth Dano and I approve this message.
Moses Lake girls soccer moved to 8-0 in the Big 9 League standings with a lopsided win over Sunnyside. The number 10 ranked Chiefs came into the contest looking to extend their streak to 7 games after tying Ferris. The Chiefs found little resistance from the Grizzlies in doing so. Moses Lake misfired on a couple of shots to start the game, but the Chiefs ran off a string of 6 goals over a span of 10 minutes to seize control. Alicia Overland scored 4 times to push her season total to 25 goals. McKenna Walker found the Grizzly box in her first action of the season. Michaela Loudon recorded a first-half goal as well, and the Chiefs led by a half dozen at the break. Second-half goals by Stephanie Overland and Cassie Carpenter brought the final tally to 8-0 Moses Lake. Number 2 ranked Ephrata kept its undefeated record intact with a 6-0 win at Quincy. Haley Berryman led the Tigers' attack with her 3rd hat trick of the season. Berryman and Freddie Ham put Ephrata up 2-0 at the break. The win moves the Tigers to 6-0 in CWAC league play and 12-0 overall. Still, the Tigers only have a 1-game lead over East Valley with 4 games left in the regular season. 3 of the matches are at home, beginning with Grandview Thursday. In other Basin soccer action, it was Royal turning back Walook 2-1 in double overtime, and Warden dropped a 3-2 contest at home to Kiona Benton. Ephrata and Othello battled it out in CWAC volleyball action on the Tigers' home court last night. Reporter Sean Wells was on hand for the action.
Ephrata hosted Othello in CWAC conference play, and it was all Tigers early. Tegan Moore and Carly Etter had some nice kills for Ephrata as they took the first set 25-18. In the second set, it was a different story. Othello came storming back behind junior Becky Boersma's serves and never looked back. The Huskies would go on to win the next 3 sets and close out the match 3-1. Becky Boersma and Kylie Holly impressed for Othello, who now moved to 3-2 in conference play. Ephrata drops to 2-3 in conference and tied for 4th in the standings. For Fiber One News, Sean Wells.
Moses Lake volleyball shut out Sunnyside 3-0 at home to even its record at 4-4 in Big 9 league play. Warden moves to 5-1 in Central Washington 2B action with a 3-0 win over Soap Lake. We'll be right back after this.
As the summer has quickly approached, we all enjoy the family barbecue and kids playing in the sprinkler. However, many drivers are distracted and are seldom focusing on what's important while driving. It could be the random phone call, adjusting your stereo, or the lip gloss check in the mirror. Here at Farmers Insurance, we make sure you understand what coverages fit your needs. The more you know, the better you can plan. My name is Cheryl Kono, and I'm your local Farmers Insurance agent.
We are farmers. I'm Jacob Taylor, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. As a certified public accountant, I hold myself to the highest level of ethical standards. As a former assistant state auditor and the current director of budget and accounting for Grant County, I have spent my entire professional career working in governmental finance. Please vote to ensure your next county auditor is certified with the experience and integrity necessary to lead Grant County forward. Vote Jacob Taylor, CPA, for Grant County Auditor.
Our spotlight story tonight is about Kaylee Stein, a 2013 Moses Lake High School graduate and former Mullah Hyatt, who was recently diagnosed with breast cancer, and how students are showing their support. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Moses Lake High School's Mullah Hyatt's dance and drill team members all have one thing in common. They love and support Kaylee Stein. Kaylee, a 2013 graduate of Moses Lake High and former Mullah Hyatt, was recently diagnosed with breast cancer and is undergoing treatment. For her senior project, Mullah Hyatt Bailey Hamilton is selling pink t-shirts and wristbands to raise money to help Kaylee and her family with their medical expenses. Bailey has been friends and danced with Kaylee Stein since they were little girls.
Once I found out about Kaylee, I was thinking about all the events where we do pink night and stuff, and I was like, that's perfect for my situation. So I decided that it was a good thing and definitely to help out Kaylee.
She's asking Moses Lake High School students and other cancer survivors attending the Chiefs' Friday night home football game at Lions Field to wear pink to show support for Kaylee. The Mullah Hyatts will honor Kaylee with a pink out show at the game to help instill awareness of the fact that breast cancer is also a threat to teenage girls.
Because of breast cancer awareness around our community, Kaylee found out that she had cancer. She knew of the signs that led to breast cancer, and so because of breast cancer awareness, she was able to find the cancer very early.
Quincy Wilkes, also a Mullah Hyatt team captain who dances with Bailey Hamilton at Today's Generation Dance Studio in Moses Lake, said she and her co-captains looked up to Kaylee Stein as a good example when she was with the Mullah Hyatts team.
I just hope that Kaylee feels super loved and knows that we're all there with her, because it's going to be a really hard battle for somebody as young as her.
Allison Heyer, also a Mullah Hyatts team captain, said the Mullah Hyatts will show their support through their dance routine for Kaylee Friday night.
Our drill team is going to be dancing with pink palms, and we're going to try and spell out some different signs for Kaylee, and a lot of the stuff that we're doing is just all about Kaylee and breast cancer. We just hope that she really feels supported.
Peggy Earl, the Mullah Hyatts coach for the past 6 years, said Kaylee's breast cancer fight is something she can relate to. Earl's mother died of lung cancer at age 42.
This happening to her right at a time in a young person's life when it's the beginning of their whole life is ahead of them, I think made it really especially tragic and really, hit home. It's never really fair, but it seemed really unfair to hit Kaylee like this.
Earl believes Kaylee has the will to survive.
Kaylee is she's brave and she's strong and she's a fighter, and attitude really matters in cases like these, and I don't know that I've ever seen a better attitude. She's just really taking it in stride and having a positive outlook, and that's really going to help her in her recovery.
Donations can be made to Bailey Hamilton for the Kaylee Stein Fund at 509-760-7972. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
We will be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. So why should you vote for me? I've lived here for 30 years, and for the past 23 years, I've worked for Grant County. I know every aspect of the job. The people at the county know and rely on me, and know I will be here when they need me. The auditor handles a great deal of money that needs to be accounted for by someone who is committed to serving the people of Grant County. My name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
Welcome back. A man is serving 5 months of home detention after fleeing police by truck, by boat, on foot, and swimming. David Harrell Jr., a 27-year-old Moses Lake man, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to injury to public record after a plea agreement. A witness said Harrell was drinking heavily on May 24th before getting into a Chevrolet Silverado and driving. Harrell nearly hit a Department of Fish and Wildlife patrol car near the Moses Lake sand dunes and fled from officers. The officers pursued Harrell and caught up to him on Sand Dunes Road. Harrell stopped the pickup and fled on foot. Grant County Sheriff's deputies found Harrell the next day, and he fled on a boat. During the chase, he left the boat and swam to a cove. Officers found him hiding in vegetation near the shoreline. In Northwest news, a Renton High School student accused of cheating on a test is suing the school district over the F grade she was given for chemistry last year. SeattlePI.com reports the Lindbergh High School student claims she was unjustly accused of cheating and unfairly penalized. The teen's attorney, Greg McBroom, says she is concerned that the failing grade will hurt her chances of getting into college. In September, the school board reconsidered her punishment and dropped the day of detention she had been assessed, but kept the F grade on her record. McBroom contends the evidence does not support the school board's decision. School district spokesman Randy Matheson says punishments like detention are subject to appeal, but grades normally are not. Matheson says students can't appeal grades they don't like to the school board. A day at the beach turned into terror for a group in Oregon. They were left stranded on some rocks thanks to some rocky waves. When one person in the group was in trouble, her friends formed a human chain to rescue her. Deborah Knapp has the details.
Ray Felly knew the surf would be impressive. That's why he wanted to bring his godchildren to the coast this past weekend.
I was trying to teach them the safety of water, to, number one, know how to swim, and number two, pay attention to the surf and never turn your back on the surf.
He never expected to see a real-life example take place outside of his hotel room at Fogarty State Park near Depot Bay.
You can see her head here in the water.
Watch this heart-pumping video he took of a group stuck in the surf. One of them so desperate for help, a human chain is formed to rescue a friend.
If it wasn't for those two guys going out there to help, to bring it in, and those other three extending their arms, that girl would have surely died.
It was a beautiful blue sky day on Saturday, but the waves were rough. Several teens and young adults got trapped on the rocks with the high surf.
And she would have died. She would have surely died had those not gone out there. But even when they were coming in a group, carrying her away, the wave came in again and swept them off their feet.
Calls started to flood 911 dispatchers.
And there are a group of teenagers out on the rocks, and I think one of them just got pulled into the water.
Okay, I'm checking here. I believe we've already got this call going.
Maya Alexander took this video of the Coast Guard as they worked to save each one stranded.
They started circling, and then they went down and took off each one of the people that were on the rocks, 5 of them, off individually, brought them into shore, and then dropped them off.
Ray says he knows this spot well. He used to play in this exact same spot when growing up.
I'm impressed with these kids for at least being able to help themselves.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFiber One News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.